You can start with any of you guys, whoever feels up for it. Can you describe the overall feeling that's in the locker room right now going into the season?
I feel like it's like overall excitement. I feel like we're really growing to love the game, and we all really want to be here, and you can really tell. And I feel like a lot of us are just really encouraging each other. It's been a really great preseason, so I think we're overall really looking forward to. I get it's really nervous to open up our first game, especially for the freshmen, but overall, just like excitement for the game.
So looking at this off season, obviously a lot to be happy about looking back to last season, the Elite Eight. And so what is a moment or just a week during camp that has really set the tone for the rest of the season?
I could definitely say completing that fitness test was one big achievement for everybody, because it's one thing that was new for all of us, but it was one thing that we knew would help us get better in the game, because it was mainly focused to what we actually do in the game, which was so cool. So I definitely know that for the whole team to be able to accomplish that, that was a big achievement for everybody.
How do you guys, you mentioned the tough training days, and obviously this coming up week it's going to be really hot weather. How do you guys as a collective kind of stay focused and stay on task while you have all these difficult things that you're getting ready for the season for?
I think one thing that we do really well as a team is like making jokes with one another and like getting through it. Like, yes, some days are hard and it's not gonna always be the most fun, but when it's time like to focus, we're all like bought in, we're focused, like everyone's putting the most effort, and then when we get a break, it's like, oh, we did it, like it's fun, we're good. And it's just like, I don't know, everything bounces off one another, we all have fun, like we enjoy being there, and just honestly making jokes through things too, and just like enjoying it. Like, I think that's one way we just like all have fun working together and getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
Mallory, you're one of the veteran leaders on this team's defense. How has that experience helped you, and how will help you moving forward?
I think it was great, being like a young captain last year. I think it really helped me like kind of learn from the older captains, but also like be able to understand like I need to stand up for like the team and what I believe in, and not just for myself, but there are certain people on the team I think are really working hard and making sure to encourage them and making sure that everyone has feels like they have a role in the team. And I think just really leading and just supporting them is what I want. So.
Question for Khany. So last year you were one of 4 freshmen to be named an All-American at the end of the season, and your team looks a lot different this year, especially when you look at that attack. So how can you just continue to improve your game throughout the season?
I think one thing that has been so encouraging for me is that the people that have come in and the people that are stepping up have been phenomenal, and I definitely know that we won't be going backwards but forwards. And because of our coaching staff as well, and what they've brought into the things that they've changed up, the new techniques and new tactical things that they've implemented into the game have been so encouraging and so exciting, because you can already see that even during our practice session, there has been a difference. Even though there's new people, it's shown to be promising and definitely a good season.
Obviously, you all talked about it. You had a lot of success last year. So what, building off of that, what are kind of your expectations for the team this season? And what do you think will be the keys to kind of getting you guys to that spot?
We definitely want to win the ODAC championship, of course. That's like what the main goal every year. And then making it really far in the NCAA tournament. Of course, winning a national championship would be amazing. That's definitely the goal at the end of the day. But I think definitely like all of us working together and going in with like the same mentality and mindset of just like with the attack, and like we want to win, we want to be here, we love it, we're enjoying playing. Like that's the main goal at the end of the day, just to have fun and do it with our teammates.
How would you all describe the identity of this team, or what do you believe your strengths are as a unit?
I would definitely say, is that everybody's mental strength has just gone up. Like the way we're able to handle different situations that get thrown at us, and just being able to encourage each other. It's definitely encouragement, but main thing for me that I've noticed as well for the team is mental strength is really good.
I think we've also become like very gritty too, and like we've done a lot of scenario play with like we only have a certain amount of time in practice to like score and things like that, and we have to like find different ways and like different strengths of our teammates to make sure we can win in like our little scenario outcomes in our practices and games.
Throughout training camp, was there one specific area of the game that you all really tuned into and trying to really progress this season?
I really feel like we are working on a new formation and really trying to hone in on that, and I think it's provided a lot of opportunity for good communication, great in and out passes all across the field, and a lot of opportunity for various people to score, and that's always super exciting. So we're really looking forward to that and really implementing that this year.
Are there any off-field activities or initiatives or community service things that any of you are involved in, or maybe a few of you on the team are involved in that you'd like to share?
I mean, I'm part of SAC, which is the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. So like we just all meet together as like a couple athletes. I know Connie's part of it as well. But all just coming together and kind of organizing like the Code Red and making sure like a lot of our teammates are coming to that. And that's like a huge part of Lynchburg, and something I really love about being on this campus is when all the other sports teams show up to like one important game that we have, and we're all supporting each other in a game that we all love, and just that feeling of watching another team win a game and knowing how important that is to them and being able to support that. So definitely come out to ours against Roanoke in October. So
Yeah, and I don't know if this counts, but I'm in campus outreach. I recently joined that like a few days ago, which has been so cool. It's just a Christian group where we come together and just have Bible studies, and I've really been enjoying that. So, yeah.
As a team, we also did World Help a few times last spring, where we would go and they would bring in like clothes or different housing items, and we would sort through them, and they'd send them out to different countries and people that are in need of it. And that was fun, that we got to spend time with our teammates, but also like give back to the communities.
For any of you guys, I'm curious what your personal goals are for this season.
I think mine was definitely like a lot of mental strength. I think I struggled a lot last season, just coming back from a really strong freshman year and like understanding that not everything's guaranteed. So really trying to come back and really work on being there for like my other teammates as well, but really focusing on having that mental stability. So it's really important to me.
My goal, I think, would be definitely getting to know my team a whole lot more. I mean, we have been gelling really well, but there's definitely more room for all of us and for me to get to know them better. Even being placed in this leadership position, I feel as though it's demanded more from me, which has been so great, and there's opportunities to grow all the time. So that's my goal, is to grow, to know them more, and to continue to develop in the game.
I think mine would also be just like really enjoy playing again. Like I know I've gone through times going here for this being my senior year. I just really would like to end it on like a really high note and enjoy it, spend it with my other fellow classmates, and like have a very strong season for our final year.
When you think about this team's strengths, what is the one thing that at the end of the season you want this Lynchburg field hockey team to be known as across the nation?
I feel like one of my favorite words that I've heard is like tenacious and like keep going, like even when things are like not going the way we want or we have a game. I think that as a team, I think we can really pull through and really get what we want out of it and really be gritty, like Madison said earlier. And I just really think that's something really important to me.
I also think that even our shirts, we've got it, I think it's at the back, the stay humble and hustle hard. That's one thing that I would love everybody to know, is that we do stay humble. We don't get prideful, even if we win or lose, and we keep hustling hard no matter what the outcome is. And yeah, I think that would be great for our team.
We asked this to your coach already, but are there any specific matchups that you're looking forward to this season? Maybe getting some revenge from last year or something like that?
I'm definitely really excited for the York game. I got to play with a bunch of the girls on their team this past summer when I was just playing in like summer leagues and stuff, and I'm from the kind of close to the York area. So I think it'll be fun going home and getting to play a bunch of people that I know. Also, we did win twice last year, so it's going to definitely be a very gritty game between the two teams. They're definitely going to want to come out for revenge, so it'll be very fun.
I would probably say Roanoke. Just like I'm super excited. I feel like it was a kind of a closer matchup this year, and I know that they've been working really hard to fight to be on that top three. So I really want to prove that we should be in the top. So, and yeah, just beat them. So I'm excited.
Connie, we've heard a little bit about you representing your country in Zimbabwe the last couple of years. We once again heard from your coaching staff that's something you plan to do again this year. Curious just what that experience has been like for you.
It's been hectic, only because I did have to leave school earlier the last time. But in terms of still being in the game and developing, I do know that being here has helped me grow as a player. And even when I go back that side and I join in with them, it's always just a smooth transition because of the hard work that the coaching staff and my teammates help me continue to develop as a player. It's always been such a pleasure, and I look forward to this year because I know it will be the exact same or even more. So, yeah.
We'll finish it off with it.
When you look at last season, obviously you're always having that national championship in your vision. So, what is that biggest lesson of making it that far to the Elite Eight and kind of having to grow from that?
I would say that one thing actually brought it back to something that a coach said to me in high school was like the feeling that you get before a game. You always get those butterflies in your stomach, and you can either see that as being really nervous and really being like, oh my gosh, like I'm so scared to play, or you can see that as excitement and like those kind of nerves. So it's all about mentality. So I think that's something that I really want to bring into this season. So obviously there's going to be some big games. We have a huge lineup this year, and I'm really excited about all the games and all the tough competition we have, but really that mentality is what's going to get us that national championship.
Awesome.